best web hosting this, top provider that, but honestly, what is web hosting? Well, in this video, I'll explain the whys and the hows with some real-world examples. Okay, let's start. If we take a look at the definition, web hosting is the activity or business of providing storage space and access for websites. Now, in layman's terms, think of web hosting or servers as a place where all of your website's files, code, media, and the software to run it are located. Basically like a house for your website. And just like a house, there are two distinctive ways to acquire one. Either build it on your own, having the most control over it, or you just buy a fully built one from a provider without wasting too much time. Naturally, building and running a server on your own requires a lot of knowledge, so I'll only focus on the overall hosting providers. So how does hosting a website work? At its core, website hosting is the process of storing and delivering website files and data to visitors when they request them by accessing your website. It involves four key components. Servers. Web hosting companies own and maintain powerful computers called servers. These servers are specially designed to store and serve website files. Every website consists of files used to host a website, including HTML, CSS, images, and videos. These files are stored on the servers. Domain names. A domain name such as www.yourwebsite.com is your website's address on the internet. When someone types your domain name into a browser, it sends a request to the server where your website's files are located. Think of it as your home address. DNS, Domain Name System. DNS is like a phone book for the internet. It translates domain names into IP addresses, allowing browsers to locate the correct server and retrieve the website files. A quick guide on how to host a website in 2023 would be this. You buy a hosting plan and a domain name, install a content management system like WordPress, and then upload your personal content. These are very basic steps to have a very simple website. Okay, but if web hosting is a house, what types of houses do you need? Okay, hosting is mainly split into three categories: shared hosting, VPS, and dedicated. As the name implies, shared hosting is when you, share that one house and just have a room for yourself. You rent a room from a reliable landlord, such as Hostinger. But everyone shares the overall available resources in the house, or this case, server. This is the most cost-effective and beginner-friendly type of hosting. Hostinger takes care of the infrastructure, maintenance, and security, allowing you to focus on building and customizing. It is the most affordable option and suitable for small websites, blogs, and portfolios. However, as you may know, sharing a house comes with its own caveats. Some roommates can be assholes and hog all the resources for themselves, leaving your site unreachable. In this case, we can go with a VPS, Virtual Private Server, or VPS for short. It's more like owning a flat in an apartment building. While you do have your own home for the website, the building itself is still used by a lot of people. VPS takes a single server and creates virtual partitions of it, thus the virtual part in the name. You can manage the virtual server how you like, but you're still restricted by the overall server structure. It's more expensive than shared hosting, but it offers more resources and flexibility. Best for large blogs, business websites, forums, or small e-commerce. Oh, you probably can guess where the last hosting category is going. Dedicated hosting is like owning your own house. You have an entire server exclusively for your website. No need to share it with anyone. So you can optimize performance or improve security as much as you like. Naturally, hosting websites with this type of hosting costs the most and is suitable for high-traffic projects like large e-commerce sites or news portals. Hey, and if you like this type of informative content, leave a like on this video to let us know. We're planning for the future. Alright, we know what web hosting is. Now, how do you pick the right provider to start with? Well, these are a few of my personal recommendations that beginners should follow. First and foremost, determine the kind of website you want to host, whether it's a personal blog or an online store or a business website. I've mentioned that shared hosting is best for personal small projects, while VPS and dedicated are for businesses or e-commerce. Consider the resources and features the provider offers. The most important ones are storage space, bandwidth, email accounts, website builders, and customer support. You want your website to use as much of the plan's offering as it can. No point in getting a plan with 200 gigabytes of storage space for a single small blog. Remember, with most hosting providers, you can start from the cheapest plan and easily upgrade when needed. Of course, it's always a good idea to read or watch multiple reviews before making a decision. I especially suggest going through a few, let's say 3 or 4 star reviews of a provider to see what real users are complaining about. I would recommend watching a few Cybernews reviews and look for sites hosted with the provider to see how well they work. There are many excellent web hosting providers available, such as DreamHost and SiteGround. However, if I needed to pick just one, it would absolutely be Hostinger. This is one of the most affordable hosting providers in the market, no matter shared or dedicated hosting, and runs on some of the most advanced servers, which allow it to demonstrate fast loading times and stable uptime. But it's not the only reason I suggest starting with Hostinger. Its user interface is designed to be intuitive and beginner-friendly. You can easily navigate through their control panel, manage your website files, set up email accounts, and install WordPress. And while not truly 24/7, the support agents here actually solve our problems. Look, Hostinger might not be the best for every single kind of project, but if you're a beginner, Hostinger is the way to start your hosting journey. Oh, and on top of all that, I'll leave my exclusive discount deal in the description. Use it to get an even better price as well as 3 months for free with your purchase. So that's it here for today's What is Web Hosting Explainer. Hosting is the process of storing website files on a server and displaying them once a user makes a request. As we already talked about it, there are 3 main categories: shared, VPS, and dedicated. I always suggest starting with shared hosting as well as picking a provider based on your budget and my recommendations. If you have any other questions about web hosting or website building, leave them down below and let's have a chat. You can find more videos like this if you subscribe to the Cybernews YouTube channel. Okay, it's time to go. See you all later.